Hello, I'm Robert Keeval. Bet Shalom has been an important fixture in my family's life for the past 13 years, and we're counting on it to continue to thrive, not only for our own family, but for all of Bet Shalom's current member families, and also for those still to come. That's why I'm honored to be playing a role in an activity that's of critical importance for Bet Shalom's future. We're building an endowment for Bet Shalom, and we'd like to take just a few minutes to introduce you to this important undertaking and to invite you to participate along with all of Bet Shalom's family or friends.
We may never see the full-grown trees that come from the seeds we place in the soil, but somehow, somewhere, deep in our hearts, we know those seeds will grow. We have faith that they will take root, they will sprout young, tender leaves, and they will reach and stretch and grow toward the sun. And someday, they will be beautiful trees like the ones we sit beneath today. Planting those seeds for future generations is something that we learn from Torah. It is our Etz Chaim, our tree of life.
We grew up Orthodox in South Africa, and as a female, I learned nothing. Didn't have a bat mitzvah or anything. Never learned to speak Hebrew. When we came here, we joined a conservative synagogue and then joined Temple of Israel and then helped create Bet Shalom, which was much more egalitarian, which was much more participatory, which gave me a whole lot more about Judaism, taught me a whole lot more than I'd ever learned about Judaism, that I ever knew about Judaism.
Well, I think it's been a place where we belong. It really has been a community. I have, as you know, I have 3 children. My eldest son is quite significantly disabled with autism, but it's always been a place where no matter what was going on in our lives, I knew that we could be here and we would be accepted.
Bet Shalom has come to mean so many things to those who are amongst this family of friends. Much like our Etz Chaim has many branches, the stories and lives are uniquely individual, yet intertwined.
The rabbis make these services so understandable for everyone that one feels one belongs. And I can come in here and pray to the Almighty in my own language and feel so much closer to Him.
When I started the process of conversion and going to the Basics of Judaism class and really made a commitment to come to services and really try to integrate Judaism into my life before I converted, I found that coming to Bet Shalom, even though I felt like I stuck out like a sore thumb, whether I came to services or class or stopped into the office or met with any of the staff members, I always felt welcomed and a part of the community.
Bet Shalom has been a place where so many have celebrated joyous occasions and simchas, but also a place where people have been able to mourn losses and difficult times in life. We've been a place that has helped create social networks and a point at which community is created. We've all worked very hard to create what we have at Bet Shalom, and much of what exists here is symbolized by those open tent flaps at each entrance to our building. As we work together to ensure that our Etz Chaim continues, that we preserve what we've already created and build toward the future, we invite you to help us as we continue to grow this tree, this Etz Chaim.
As I see my kids grow, I feel they do have a solid foundation with, particularly my daughter who's older, a lifelong interest of her Jewishness, her heritage. I know that it's important to my family to cultivate those friendships, and Bet Shalom gives us a great opportunity.
All my Jewish friends are at the synagogue. There's 3 Jewish kids in my grade of 350, so I come here for Jewish friends.
This has become a community, which is what I see a synagogue being at its very best. It's a place where people can meet other people and in some cases become fast friends for the rest of their lives.
For this Etz Chaim campaign, we've set a goal of raising at least $5 million. This level of funding is essential to help secure Bet Shalom's financial future so that it can continue to provide spiritual guidance, religious education, and programs and services that are so meaningful to our Jewish life and in our Jewish community. Our membership dues and religious school tuition simply don't cover the entire range of Bet Shalom's operating costs, and these expenses continue to rise at rates that we can't match with increases in dues and tuition and yet keep Bet Shalom affordable for all of its member families. The funds raised in the endowment will produce interest and investment income that will help Bet Shalom pay its operating costs. However, the endowment principal itself will never be spent, and this will help it continue to generate the revenue that Bet Shalom needs indefinitely. We'll be contacting you soon to begin a dialogue about how you can help Bet Shalom raise at least $5 million. I invite you to learn more about the campaign by visiting our campaign website and by attending one of several parlor meetings that we'll be scheduling over the next several weeks. I'd also ask that you welcome those people who contact you to talk to you further about the campaign and discuss with them how, working together, we can reach not only our financial objective, but also our goal of having each and every member family of Bet Shalom participate and share in its success.
When talking about the Etz Chaim endowment campaign, I immediately think of Rabbi Honi, who long ago planted some seeds that grew into trees. At the time, there were those who made fun of Rabbi Honi. Why are you planting seeds which won't grow into trees for another generation or two? You won't be able to enjoy the shade of those trees or the fruit of those trees. And Honi reminded them that there were trees planted long ago that he and they were enjoying. And he showed them the trees whose shade and fruit they enjoyed. Well, it's time for us to be like Rabbi Honi with our Etz Chaim, our Bet Shalom. This tree was planted 30 years ago by founders who, like Rabbi Honi, unselfishly planted seeds so that we could enjoy them. And boy, do we enjoy them. We come here to study and to pray and to do good deeds. We've made so many friends here. This is our Jewish home. It's the time now for all of us to be not just like Honi, but like founding families of this synagogue. Because as we participate in Etz Chaim, we will be founding the future so that generations to come, not only our children and grandchildren, but the children and grandchildren of our friends and neighbors, the people who come to Bet Shalom like us, will be able to enjoy such a wonderful Jewish home. Etz Chaim, Tree of Life, Rabbi Honi, be a founder like our founders and join in this campaign.